With his exquisite craftsmanship, this man painted a portrait identical to the one on the US dollar bill. Then, using his remarkable mimicking skills, he perfectly replicated the patterns and text on the bill. After assembling these parts, he created a template for a counterfeit $1 bill. But this was only the easiest part. The real challenge lay in the watermark on the bill. This special mark is embedded during the paper-making process, making it extremely difficult to replicate. Even Mark, a master of imitation, had no way to do it. At this point, Henry, the gang leader, came up with an idea. He proposed first creating the watermark, then sandwiching it between two thin sheets of paper and pressing them together. This method would not only produce a watermark that was indistinguishable from the real one but also match the exact thickness of genuine banknotes. After years of research, Henry had also discovered that the leftover paper from the printing of authentic US dollars was used to make phone books, and the thickness of this phone book paper was exactly the same as that of real banknotes. It couldn't have been more perfect for their needs. Subsequently, Mark and Henry secretly contacted the general manager of a telecommunications company and purchased hundreds of tons of this paper in the name of charity. Then, they used the template they had made earlier to print counterfeit bills for the first time. When experts inspected them, they all agreed that counterfeits were identical to real bills. No one could tell them apart. Yet a new problem emerged. The color-shifting ink required for printing banknotes was only available to banks. Ordinary people had no access to it. To obtain the ink, Henry devised a dangerous plan. First, he had tractors block the road to intercept the convoy transporting the ink. Then he acted as a decoy, shooting at the security guards. At the same time, snipers lying in ambush on the other side immediately took action, eliminating the guards. The gang members seized the opportunity to confiscate all the ink and planted a bomb in the vehicle. The explosion burned the entire convoy to ashes, destroying all evidence in the process. With the ink in hand, the printing presses at their hideout began running day and night, producing massive quantities of counterfeit bills. These fakes were so realistic that, by comparison, even real banknotes seemed somewhat dull. But Mark couldn't bring himself to be happy, because he knew the ink would soon run out. To solve this problem, Mark and Henry traveled around the world, constantly experimenting with mixing different types of ink. Then one day, during a deal with another gang, Mark noticed that the color of the opposing leader's car was exactly the same as the color-shifting ink used on US dollar bills.